We usually left very early in the morning. We like to kind of beat the morning crowds. It usually took about 45 minutes, and that was the same kind of route that we took every day, 3 times a day. So that morning in particular, we were walking, and I saw a gentleman that I had seen before in the past. And if you're from New York, you know that certain individuals, if you've seen him before in the park, you know to avoid. And this was a gentleman that we had seen before in the park and avoided. He would talk to himself. He always had very obvious tendencies to be a little bit seemingly unhinged. I just didn't make eye contact, and I was really just trying to avoid him. He saw us, and he started to try to interact with us. And I had moved to the further side of me, to the left. And he reached into his bag and he took out what was a Gatorade bottle filled with a liquid. And I, again, was just trying to kind of assess the situation, not interact with him. And he started spraying it all over us. And it was only later that I realized it was a bottle of urine. He had taken his stick and he was then coming after us. It was only when I was halfway up the stairs and he hit me on the lower back. I don't think I was really processing everything. And when I turned around, Moose was then trying to protect me. So Moose was like on his leash, and he was kind of interacting at that point. And he hit him straight across the face. And at that moment, I just, I just wanted to protect my dog, and my dog was trying to protect me, so it was a very difficult situation. It was an emergency vet, and so you had to kind of just hand your dog, you had to hand your pet off. I did that, and then they called pretty quickly and said that he was septic, and it was not good. He was 2.5. So immediately a woman reached out to me and said she had also filed a report with the police, and that she had had a similar instance with the gentleman. She described him to a T, and we connected right away. And then after that, I had an outpouring from the community saying they knew exactly who it is. He was a figure in the park. I mean, I also... I had not interacted with him, I had seen him in the park previously. I knew exactly where he slept, so I reached out to the police immediately and said, this is where the gentleman lives, this is where he sleeps. Please go just park a car. And I'm worried about the community. I filed the report. Immediately after that, I was given 2 people who were going to be on the case. And they both went on vacation for 2 weeks. The police had made it very clear that I needed to be present for him to be apprehended. I would have never, ever, ever in my wildest dreams have ever wanted to go into the park, interact with him. I wanted nothing to do with any part of that aspect of it. I was furthest from anything I ever wanted to do, but at this point it had gone on almost 3 months, and I just wanted him, after multiple calls of him being seen and the public reaching out to me, I just wanted it to end. So I followed him. He had like a little bit of a cart, and came after me with mace. The first person to arrive on the scene was the sergeant who came in from Staten Island. So literally he left his home on Staten Island, and he was the first person to respond. This is a prime example. Somebody who's known for being violent, it would be an easy resolution. I gave them exactly where he slept, exactly where he stayed. He's been renowned from like everybody in the community. It was never a question of being able to find him. Why it has come to this is a little bit confounding. This shouldn't have had to come to this. And, I shouldn't have had to be attacked twice. It was hard enough to reconcile Moose becoming a victim of this. Me becoming a victim the second time is really hard to reconcile.